Okay, hey guys, it's PSL here, and I'm here for well, it's my first ever live commentary console recording, and we're on F1 Championship Edition on the PS3, and I'm on a feature which hasn't been in any other F1 games since, really, which is a shame because it's such a brilliant feature. It's watch a race, which may not sound that interesting. Why would you want to watch a race rather than do it? Well, you can set the cars so they can start in whatever position. So E-Day's in third in the Super Aguri, Michael Schumacher's up front, Alonso's right at the back. Cause look, so I could just set Alonso and I can just move him up to 17th if I want, and then Budaboo, Truly and Alonso swap places. It's brilliant. So you can set the guys to start wherever you want. It's a fantastic feature. Now, this grid is the reverse grid for the because obviously this is based on the 2006 season, and this is how the grid was in 2006 except reversed, because obviously Schumacher controversially had that decided to park his car at Rascasse. That's why he had to start from the pit lane, but we reversed the order, so he started first. Massa got his car damaged, so he couldn't set a lap time, hence why he started 21st, but now he's starting second. So it's starting to pay off, these bad qualifyings, and obviously E-Day and Sato were terrible. Although actually it wasn't actually E-Day who actually took part in the real life 2006 Monaco Grand Prix. It was actually Frank Montaghi, because E-Day, I believe, had his super license taken away by this point. But basically, what we're going to do is, what I'm doing right now, and I cannot speak, what I'm going to do is basically make my predictions for who I think is going to come in the top 8 for this race. So it's set to a 20% race, heavy rain, just to spice things up a bit more, because obviously heavy rain is going to make the race a lot more interesting. And basically I'm just going to decide my top 8 predictions now, and I'll get back to you once I've sorted this out. Okay, so I've just thought about what my top 8 would be. I genuinely have no idea how this race is going to finish out, because obviously there could be tons of retirements, car failures, which is in this game. I genuinely have no idea how this race is going to play out, but I'm predicting Michael Schumacher first, Massa second, Button third, Heidfeld fourth, Villeneuve fifth, Scott Speed sixth, Klien seventh, and Fisichella eighth. That's my predictions. I genuinely have no idea how this race is going to play out. 20% race, heavy rain around Monte Carlo with the reverse grid. Let's go, and we put on manual controls. Let's watch Speed. Some guy near the front. See if Speed can jump the Super Aguri. So yeah, it's a 16 lap race, 20%, and we are off. Any crashes? No, it's fine so far. Oh, there's been a pile up at the back. We've got Red Bull carnage here. We've got McLaren carnage. Ralph Schumacher's out. Klien's out. Coulthard's out. McLaren is out. That has to... hang on, who's that going slowly? Liuzzi is going very slowly there. What is that all about? That is, what's wrong with Liuzzi? He's going very slowly. He's holding up. He's holding up Fisichella. No, it was Fisichella just going slowly. Damage aspect of this game. Well, damage... There is, what am I thinking? Yeah, there is damage in the game, like the damage model can allow for loose wheels, so maybe they've got loose wheels. That's why going slowly. Trulli's at the back. Alonso's... So, hang on. Is that Montoya without a front wing? Now, when did that happen? If I could just get the replay up. Okay, so Montoya's got his front wing here. Off the start. When did he lose his front wing? Right, Montoya lost his front wing at the carnage at the start. Look at Klien. So, I predicted Klien to get in the top 8. That's gone. Let's continue on with the race. Okay, I can't even remember my top 8 anymore. Oops. So, Schumacher's still out in front. Massa's still second. That's basically a given. E-Day is still holding third, actually. He's doing very well. Obviously, the rain's neutralising out the field. And, yeah. It's looking pretty formulaic so far, but... Whoa, we got some cars jumping into the pits here. What is going on here? Are they retiring? Don't tell me they're retiring. Because I don't seem to be able to view them anymore. No, it just goes straight from Trulli to Liuzzi. I believe we've got mass retirements here. I think we've only got, well, excluding Liuzzi and Fisichella, I believe we've only got 12 cars left in the race. Okay. This has been a very chaotic race. I mean, I was trying to make it chaotic by obviously making Monte Carlo in the rain, and obviously reverse grid doesn't help. But, yeah, I think my top 8 is just gone for a burden already, to be honest. No, Rosberg's out again, Montoya's out again, Barrichello's out again, Villeneuve's out again. Okay, so we've got 18 cars left in the race, so we've had 4 retirements this race. Obviously Klien, Coulthard, and Raikkonen, and I cannot remember the other. Ralf Schumacher's the other retirement. Whoa, Button's looking very frisky behind Christian Alba's there. We got some cars rejoining from the pits. What is going on? We got Alonso and Fisichella, I believe. What? Okay, Alonso has just passed. What? Why is it not recognising Fisichella as a car? Oh, has he been lapped? Fisichella and Liuzzi have been lapped on the 3rd lap. It's because they were driving around so slowly, so Fisichella and Liuzzi are basically out. There's no point in them really being in the race still. Okay. So let's just run through the top 8 since we kind of need a refresh of it. So Schumacher's 1st, Massa's 2nd, Ide 3rd, Sato 4th, Scott Speed in 6th, Scott Speed in 5th, Montero in 6th, Heidfeld in 7th, Christian Alba's 8th, and yeah, that's it. Who's just behind? Button's just behind in 9th. Or Alonso's right behind Mark Webber here. He could make a move. Surely the Renault has the straight line speed to make the move. No, just about, obviously. Just about not, rather, because obviously we know it's very difficult to overtake around Monaco, and Alonso's just proving that here, because he's in a much better car than the Williams, but just cannot get past. Well, I believe, hang on, Alonso got past then, did he? It's quite difficult to keep track of the whole field all at once. Yeah, whatever, James Allen. Alonso has got past. There's quite a bit of a gap, actually, between 10th and 9th, really. The top 9 car isolated, but I mean, Alonso... Actually, no, Alonso isn't clear, because he's got a lapped car in front of him. I believe that's Liuzzi, who should move out of the way, but you never know with this game. No, look, it looks like Liuzzi's moving out of the way. He's moved to the side, but Alonso isn't getting past. No, he's got past. Oh wow, we've got exciting developments here with 10 laps to go. Alonso has pulled... I mean, he was way behind Button, but now Button's obviously been stuck behind Alba's. Yeah, he's been stuck behind Alba's the whole race, and now, because of that, Alonso is now actually caught up. He's pulled... Yeah, Alonso is way ahead of Webber, and Alonso is now actually making a charge to try and get into 9th. But if Button can't get past Alba's, I do not see how Alonso is going to get past Button very easily. Hang on, what's happened here? I believe we've just had a car retirement. I believe Massa's just retired from the race, because what's going on? We need to find out what happened here. So if we're on the replay cameras, Massa was in 2nd comfortably, and then I just noticed everybody just moved up a place. So let's try and find out what on earth happened to Massa. Going very slowly. Engine blowout. He's had an engine blowout. Massa, that's what happened. Just coming into the swimming pool section, he's had an engine blowout, and Massa is out of the race. So he's basically guaranteed 2nd, and Massa is now out. So that has spiced up the race even more. My top 8 predictions are just gone. I mean, they were... Ever since the start of the race, my top 8 predictions were just shot to hell. But, I mean... Well... I mean, Heidfeld and 6th, I think that sounds about right to what I predicted. Okay. Oh my word, look at the battle for 7th. Look, going to Lowe's hairpin. It's just nose to tail between Alba's, Button and Alonso. This already is way more exciting than any F1 race I've seen for quite a while, to be honest. Okay, so just to add some more carnage into the mix, I've just noticed I think the field is actually bunching up, well, bar Michael Schumacher, obviously, because Albers seems to be catching up on Heidfeld, because obviously Heidfeld is being held up by Montero, who's being held up by Scott Speed, because Scott Speed, for some reason, cannot catch up to Sato and Ide, who are just quite a way ahead, to be honest, considering Super Guris were shocking back then. So yeah, because Scott Speed's holding up Montero, who's holding up Heidfeld, who's allowing Albers to catch up because Albers is holding up Button and Alonso. Webber's actually caught up to Alonso, so Webber's going to join the fight. Not only that, Trulli's also coming up to join the fight. And if it carries on like this, we could see Rosberg, Montoya. What's happened here? I've done something wrong. Barrichello possibly, Villeneuve. And just a reminder, Liuzzi's way off. Obviously, Liuzzi and Fisichella had that issue at the start. And what's weird is how Fisichella is behind Liuzzi. Oh, is that? Hang on, what's going on here? Whoa, Albers has now released the train, and Button is now into 7th. Alonso is in 8th, and Albers has released the train of Button and Alonso just before Webber, where Webber is pretty much right behind. But Albers, let's see if we can get a replay of that engine blowout, because that is big news for the race and has spiced it up a lot. So here we are. So Albers coming down the start-finish straight, looking fine. He's still holding 7th and is holding up the train of Button and Alonso very well, to be honest. But then, finally around here, coming up the hill, engine just gives way right about now. There you go, gives up, and that releases Button and Alonso, and actually Button very nearly got passed by Alonso there. So Alonso's in 8th, he's making up the last points position so far. Button is 7th. Heidfeld is still stuck behind Montero in 5th. Speed 4th, Sato 3rd. Ide still doing brilliantly, although in reality this would actually be Frank Montanghi. So I'm going to call him Montanghi, but it says Ide. Still doing brilliantly in 2nd. Schumacher still dominating in 1st.
Definitely putting the pressure on. He's just on a lap of 120.97. It's quite a significant lead he's building up over Ide.
Okay, hang on. James Allen, why on earth? Well, we've got another engine blowout. Takuma Sato, engine blowout. Okay. I was just going to make a funny joke about, why on earth is James Allen comparing Ide's lap times to Schumacher's? I know they're next to each other, but in track position terms, but whatever. So Takuma Sato with an engine blowout. Webber is now making up the back end of the points. Okay, Montero, Speed and Ide are still the back markers who are doing very well for themselves. Ide or Montanghi especially. Speed hasn't been able to catch up really. Montero is now the new train holder. Well, he's always been holding up Heidfeld, but now obviously with Albers out the way, Button's right behind, Alonso's right behind, Webber is catching up rapidly, and Trulli, amazingly, isn't actually holding up a train. He's actually about to join the back end of one.
This is the final lap for race leader Michael Schumacher.
Okay, thank you, Martin. So Martin's just notified us. Michael Schumacher started the last lap. Ide's still, well, way behind. He's just come out of the tunnel.
He started on pole, but it's still testimony to his driving skills. It's more.
Schumacher's crossing the line. Schumacher's won. Brilliant. Ide's just entered the tunnel, which shows the dominance, even over 20% of a full race distance. The dominance between the second quickest car on the grid and the slowest car on the grid. Ide's in 2nd, Scott Speed 3rd, unless we have any last minute retirements, which would be brilliant. But there hasn't been many overtakes in 16 laps. I don't think we're going to see one now, but obviously desperation from the drivers will begin to creep in. Obviously 16 laps, I mean Heidfeld, he's been stuck behind Montero the whole race. I would not be surprised if he just made a lunging move, but obviously 5th, fairly good finish for the BMW Sauber. Ide crosses the line in 2nd, the best finish of his career, or Montanghi's career, let's say. Scott Speed in 3rd. Montero's going to lead a train of cars home, with Montero 4th, Heidfeld 5th, Button 6th, Alonso 7th, Webber 8th, Trulli 9th. Rosberg's about to come home in 10th. Montoya 11th, Barrichello 12th. Villeneuve, quite way behind actually. He's in 13th. And really, that's pretty much the end. It's just Liuzzi and Fisichella. Okay, I'm going to talk over Martin Brundle. I love Martin, but really, 21 minutes, one of the most exciting races ever. In real life, Alonso won it. Not the case. Schumacher's won it. Where did Ide, or rather, where did Montagny come that race? Yeah, Montagny came 16th that race, so massive improvement there. Just a reminder, compared to my predictions quickly, I need to get them up. I've kind of forgotten about my predictions. So I predicted Schumacher first, good. Massa second, no, that didn't happen. Button third, no, that's a way off. Heidfeld fourth, that's pretty close there. Villeneuve sixth, that's way off. Speed sixth. No, he was third, wasn't he? Klien seventh, no, because did he retire at the start? I'm pretty certain Klien retired at the start. And Fisichella eighth, no, because he was in 15th and the last one to finish. And I hope you enjoyed that first live commentary console recording, because I've got my blue snowball mic. That's the start of maybe a series. I could spin a series out of this. Maybe a collab series. Maybe, I mean, if there's any YouTubers out there and you want to take part in this series, basically make it sort of like the Autosport Predictor League, but only a lot more unpredictable and chaotic and shorter races. But yeah, very exciting race for me to watch, and that's just me on my own. Yeah, but brilliant race. My predictions are way off. That does not matter. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Well, this would be the start of a series, but this is just really a filler video for when F1 2015 comes out. So yeah, I may start the series once the hype over F1 2015's gone away. May well do, but we'll see about that, and depends whether you guys want it or not. So yeah, I'll see you guys for the next video.